Welcome back, you beautiful people, and welcome to my van build series. I'm going to be showing you snippets of my whole journey, the ups, the downs, the funny bits, and not to forget all my mistakes as well. I've literally messed up. Blood, sweat, and tears is going to make this the ultimate mountain biker's van. This is my most ambitious project I've ever done. At a young age, I've always been into camping, overlanding, and mountain biking. Now, it's all about taking my family on adventure and just being in the grey outdoors. This, my friends, is Blake Builds Vanlife, powered by Works Tools. Welcome back, you beautiful people. Welcome to episode 4 of Blake Builds the craziest bike van ever. Now, this episode is going to be exciting. It's going to be electrifying. Yes, look at what we've got to already, but it's going to be all about wiring. I'm going to sort out the garage, more big holes in my van, and a boiler. Yeah, I'm going to put a boiler in the back of my van so I can have a shower outside. Like that. It's all coming up. Stay tuned. First on the agenda today is sort out the back of this van, the garage. I've got 2 leisure batteries. One's gonna go there and one's gonna go over here. And then all my wiring stuff is gonna happen inside the garage. Not in my living space, but in here, hidden away. So that's gonna be all situated up there. I've gotta build some shelves and have some shelving here, some storage, and then you can see I've written on the van in previous episodes what I'm gonna be putting in here. So fuse box and stuff, which I feel like I'm gonna put it over there this time. 2 inverters, one here and one here. You're probably thinking that's nuts, but I do have an e-bike and I got friends with e-bikes. So I want to be able to charge an e-bike in the back of the van whilst I'm driving along. Sausage roll? Oh yeah, I love a sausage roll. Thank you. Did you make these?
Yeah.
Whee! It's not right, let's crack on. Right, the little shelves in the garage are in. Look at that. Ordered them up a little bit. They look ugly now and all rusty, but I am gonna clean them all up. Yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with these. They're gonna clear the handlebars, obviously, but I'm gonna build units in here, cover up all the wiring so my bikes don't catch all that wiring and make sure it's safe. And then over here, I actually gotta make mounts for a boiler, yeah. And I'm putting it right at the back, because my shower is going to be an external shower. So I'm going to have like some sort of awning over here so I can have a nice hot shower after a muddy day's ride or just to freshen up. Let's start adding electrical devices. So I've built this bit that's going to slide in the back wall. This bad boy is gonna fit in here like that, and then I'm gonna put bits that I need along here so it's not easy access and easy to wire ish. So right, box of gubbins, wiring, lights, wires, switches. These are disconnects, battery switches on and off. Big garage unit, obviously, for the garage. Let's unpack a few things and then we can put them on there. This is pretty cool. Take a look at this. This is a smart solar meter. So this just basically tells me how much power I've got, how much solar power is being charged into my leisure batteries and all that rad jazz. And it gets Bluetoothed to my phone. So there's an application to this, and then it'll tell me all about my van. And then this is all for my fuses and stuff that I'm gonna be, because everything I'm gonna be running is gonna be fused, just in case something goes pop. This is gonna go pop and not the van. This is another one. This is cool. Look at this. Yeah. I like this. Look at that. So basically you can run one power supply, one live to here, and it just sends off in different ones. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you got 10 here. This is called a buzz bar. Pretty cool, huh? Buzz bar. I like the sound of that. Buzz in. I'm gonna screw this all in. I need to start making a bracket for my shower, which is my boiler, and I'm still waiting on a water pump. Oh, and we've got another one here. This is for the solar panel. That needs to go on here somewhere. All right, screw all that in. So I'm running 2 inverters. The inverters have got a 2000 watts each on them. I've gone for big ones because for a start you can have just the one, but because I'm running e-bikes, we can charge it up in the back of the van. This is a smart solar charger control. So basically I'm running a solar panel on the roof, 330 watts. I've got up on the roof. I feel like that's plenty to charge both of these leisure batteries. This is the voltage sensor for the solar panel. I've forgotten what this is. And this is a junction bit that you can link up, I think, your batteries, which I need to look into that. Then this side, second inverter. We've got this here because I'm gonna be running a 240 hookup. So if I'm in a campsite or I'm at home, I can just plug in the van to electrics, which I'm gonna have the hookup externally over there because I am gonna run a normal plug socket like you get in your house. In the UK, we got the 3-probe socket. So I'm gonna have 2 of them in the back of the garage. One will be specifically for a hookup. So if I'm directly hooked to the mains, I can just use that socket, or if I don't, then I can use the other socket and I can go through my inverter and use the power out of my batteries. Now that this is all done, I need to do my boiler. So I'm gonna make the boiler, I'm gonna make the boiler plate here and get that unboxed. So boiler, let's get that. Right, this is the boiler. This is very, very clever little thing. I saw this, no lie, on Instagram. And then I got speaking to other folk in the Vanlife community. They suggested this as well, so I've gone with it. This is the water pump. I need to mount that to the wall somewhere over there like this. This is so cool because it's portable. Now, if I had my Jeep, this would live in the Jeep. All these pipes, you can just chuck it into some dirty old river water and pump it out, and you've got hot water from a river. It's cool. It doesn't need mains. It doesn't need a hookup. It runs off 2 batteries, like torch batteries. But this is the boiler. Look at that. This is gonna mount. Yeah. Like that.
So then they got in the butt.
Let's get this thing mounted. Right, I'm gonna make this bracket for the boiler and then... Look who's here! Look who's here!
I bought these for Daddy.
Hey! There's nothing without Jen's bacon on Blake Builds. Hey, monkey. You cold? You cold? You cold? Would you like one, monkey? I'm gonna eat it. I'm eating it. Come on. Come on. No. My cup of tea. Look, this is a little bracket that I'm making. So this bracket is gonna go under here like this. And then it'll go through these screw holes in there, because there's a screw hole there in the middle that I'm gonna use. But I need to just cut out all these bits here for the pipe work. So I'm gonna just recess these a little bit so I can remove pipes when I need to. We've got ourselves our first bracket for the wall, and then the top. That's a little bit more ingenuity. It's a lot more engineering. There you go.
I'm gonna break that. Huh? What's this do?
That red one is for hot water.
And that one use cold water. meter.
And then you see what Daddy's got to do is cut these out here, make loads of noise, and then, oh no, that's for the batteries go in there.
Yeah.
They go in there.
No.
Oh no.
Can you do it again, Daddy?
Oh no, I broke it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, I'll put it back, let's not break it. Right, Daddy's gonna make noise, go sit with Mummy. Good boy. This is the bracket, look at it. Looks cool, doesn't it? So these little bits that I've waved out are gonna go like this, like that. I need to drill 1, 2, 3, 4 holes in this bracket, and I'm gonna do the same on the other top. So this side, I've got a grab handle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this grab handle, something similar to what I did at the bottom, up the top, but use this rail right here. I'm gonna put a screw through there and into a bracket that I'm gonna make. So I'm gonna make that one now and then mount it, and then spray it black, primer it, spray it black, so it looks cool, and yeah, it looks factory. So I worked till 10:30 last night. It's the next day, and I was making this pump situation. Okay, so I was making this thing. Took me ages. Get to the point where I need to put the pump in, and I've literally cut it 3 mil too short, so the pump doesn't actually fit in. So I got to take. Doesn't fit in. I put it inside the van, it didn't fit in. It's 8:30 in the morning, another early start. But hey, I'm gonna crack on. I'm so addicted to this van right now. I don't actually want to stop building, but it's my last day for a couple of weeks because I have to go out filming some other videos for the channel, all that rad jazz. So I'm gonna try and get as much as I can done today, start the wiring and do all this rad jazz. But I gotta make that again. It's just stop, Blake. So, because Martin's got a van as well, because we both felt like we need to do one together, it's a bit messy in here. But as you can see, all the wiring and stuff is pretty much exactly the same as what I'm doing. So we're basically mirroring each other's vans. We built the rack in the back in my one first to work that out. Yeah. Then I welded this up for Martin. Whilst I was doing that, he was planning on where we're gonna put the electrics. So basically I just did a carbon copy and put it in my van. So kind of making it easy, and also doing it under a roof is so much nicer than doing it on your drive, because that's what the plan was going to be. But then
I forgot to tell you that you got to do the rest of it on your driveway. I have to do it by video.
Okay, cool. So it's also all right to do it on your driveway because he's kicking me out. I'm gonna have to get. He's not. No.
Tea's rubbish.
It's mint tea. Can't get it wrong.
Yeah, no, I like mint tea. Thanks.
Oh, it is suddenly got bitterly cold. It's actually been snowing a little bit. Not now, but I've had to go away for a few days to do a bit of filming, and also I went on holiday. So it's like way more than just a few days. It's like a week and a half. Anyway, you don't need to know that. We're on the wiring, live wiring. Look at all this. So we've got, this stuff is really expensive. I've got 5 meters, so, and it was like £100. It's really expensive wiring, but you need it to be good because there's going to be a lot of current going through these big cables. So I was looking at the instructions, and it's saying I should run the red, from the main starter battery in the van all the way back into a fuse box, then from the fuse box into a battery. Actually, no, it goes into a split relay charger, and then into my, through another fuse, and then into another battery. And I've got 2 batteries, so I've got to do that twice. Run 2 of these big red cables from the main starting battery in the van, in the front under the driver's seat, which I need to take out. So I'm gonna have to get that out first, then run the big lives, and then run an earth. These are only short earths. Look, it's only tiny. So that is gonna be earthed into the van, and then start running all the little cables to all the lights inside, which I'm gonna start with the earths first. So, but I'll come to that in a minute. Anyway, I'm rambling, I'm excited. Cable, all of this, okay, going in the van. Front seat out, plate off, and now we can reveal nice Bosch battery. Looks cool, looks brand new. Right, so I'm gonna run 2 lives from this battery through the wall, hidden, and then it'll go straight to the 2 batteries in the back, plus a live. No,
Go through the voltage sensing relays so that you're not flattening the batteries. So this is the main feed down to the back, and then we'll plumb everything then from the back of the batteries so you're not affecting this. So when you leave the vehicle for a period of time, you come back to it, this battery will be okay. You always start this vehicle and then be able to charge the ones in the back if you have to.
Let's run these cables. Let's do that now. So I'm just tidying up the wiring because there's loads of foreign wires in here that we don't really want hanging around. And what Martin said is if you just leave them in your van and something's wrong with them, you'll always be blowing a fuse because you don't know what's going on. So get rid of all foreign wires. So that's what I'm doing. And I've just pulled this out. Remember that step that I took off the bottom of the van? I think that was in episode 2. No, it was in 1. Look at the control unit for this thing. It's all tucked away in the filler cap right here. So I'm gonna dig this all out, cut it out because we don't need it, and then we can start running them wires. Look at that. Dug this all out of the van. And that was just for 2 items. Now we can start running the cable. But that looks so much neater. So much neater with nothing in there. Do you want that? Nah. Two lives are in. The cool thing is, right, because we link in the 2 batteries together, I ran the other cable through here, through this pipe, all the way, and it comes out there to this fuse board, and then to the charger, and then from the charger straight back into the battery. But also what we found as well is this great big plastic box has got some ports on the side. So instead of trying to feed it all the way through this steel box under the seat, you can basically just come through the side. Now that has saved a lot of faff. Now we're just working out light wiring, which, Martin, what do you reckon?
It's basically like house wiring but in a van, but yeah.
There you go. So we,
Put
Martin,
it up here, but trying to explain it in here is quite hard.
Yes, this is where we. This
I
what
can
drawings.
see it, but drawings are good. And we'll mock it up. It'll work.
It'll work. All right. It is so freaking cold.
Well, I just thought I'd let you know it's -2.
-2.
Yeah.
Like -2 out there.
Yeah.
In here as well.
So, yeah, the things you make me do for you to Blake to build something. Blake's building.
Right, before I continue to do wiring and get super excited with running cables everywhere, I do need to do a little bit of welding. And that is in the garage. I've got these 2 massive, great big drawers systems. I've got these 2 sliders here and a sliders system over here. But I want to raise one side of the drawer higher than the other. Yeah, the reason why is I want them to clear each other. So I don't want the bars to be bashing into the bikes that are going to be stored on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld some big box, this box section here, 40mm box. I'm going to weld it underneath the mounting points here, like this, which is exciting because in this little void here, because it's going to be wasted space, I'm not going to be wasting it. I'm going to be building another drawer in here. Look, and these sliders are another drawer system that I'm going to be building inside the drawer, and that's going to hold all my tools, my bike tools, and all the necessary things to fix a bike when it's broken. Right, let's get grinding. Let's get messy. Let's get my safety glasses on. Okay, now this is probably the biggest mistake I've done so far on the fan. And it's in here, and I've literally messed it up.
I wouldn't say it's a mistake. A mistake is being quite hard on yourself. You're not a full-on welder, but just a learning curve. It's just a learning curve.
Literally a learning curve. That is not straight. I tried it in 2 pieces, and this one's not flat, and that's not flat, and it has to be really flat because there's a drawer, and that needs to be bang on.
Yeah, the strength's on there. So basically what's happened is where you welded, it's twisted the steel, but it's gone through the floor.
I did, yeah. So I've been whacking with a hammer, and Martin's like, you don't hit it with a hammer because you're weakening the steel. And also I cut through the floor, trying to sort out my biggest mess ever. I didn't want to embarrass myself, which I have.
Filled it full of weld, but it's okay.
I did fill it with full weld.
But yeah, where you were hitting it with a hammer to get it straight, so this is basically twisted, so it's twisted up. But where you were hitting it with a hammer, all you've done is dent the metal, stretch it, which then means when the weight of the cantilever on the end is pushing upwards, it's going to make that flex. And we don't want any flex. So the only option you've got, well, the best option, sorry, it's not the only option, there's lots of options. You can just keep filling it with welding if you want to. I would cut it off without trying to damage the floor too much. Plate the floor with 50mm wide, which gives you 5mm either side. And then plug weld that through the middle, weld down the edges, so that's a solid surface to work to. And then weld this to that, and then you know you're going to be flat, solid, and not going to come off.
And welding the box to the flat bar is going to be way nicer than trying to weld the skinny floor.
Yeah, I think it's the fact you've got like a 1.5, 2mm thick floor and a 4mm thick box. You're scared to get on stuff.
I am very scared, and I've messed up already.
It doesn't matter, it's easy fixable. It's a good job we've looked at it now and fixed it now, rather than, I mean, all I could hear was the hammer. I was like...
And he did tell me off, what are you doing? I just did nothing.
Why are you adjusting it with a hammer? But yeah, so good job we found it now rather than going too far into it.
So coming up in the next episode, the second window goes in, I hook up with my van, and clever Mr. Jones helps me fix my biggest mistake yet, and even more wiring. It's all coming up.
I'll be bluntly honest with you, I'm a little bit disappointed because I'm surprised this is not your normal...
No.
What were you trying to do?